Vice President Leni Robredo took more than an hour before reaching a small community in Sitio Macantog, Barangay Tandang Cutyo in Tanay Rizal. It was just another day for Robredo, less than 24 hours after accepting the president's appointment as co-chairperson of the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs or ICAD. Her work today had nothing to do with illegal drugs. With the help of the Meralco Foundation, Robredo distributed solar kits to 60 families and one school in the sitio.
Natutuwa po kami kasi yung mga nakausap namin, nagsabi na kagabi nagamit nyo na yung flashlight, nagamit na yung radyo. Opo.
Projects like this, says Robredo, won't take a back seat as she takes on the role of drug czar.
Social functions na connected with the office, yun siguro yung babawasan.
She will co-chair her first ICAD meeting tomorrow, where PDEA Director General Aaron Aquino is expected to keep the Vice President abreast of things. Robredo has said she doesn't intend to overhaul the illegal drugs campaign, but rule of law must prevail.
Yung laban sa illegal na droga will continue with the same vigor, with the same intensity, with the same strength. Ang iibahin talaga natin yung manner by which ginagawa ito. Wala sa plano natin ang pagpatay. Kasi wala yun sa bounds ng rule of law.
Robredo calls for a unified rules of engagement among drug war players. With data previously denied her by the DILG and the PNP now at her disposal, some administration officials contend that the Vice President can now have an informed decision on the controversial campaign. The VP is open to discuss with human rights groups and representatives from the private sector. But she points out, accepting the post has nothing to do with political mileage.
Siguro kung inisip ko yung 2022, hindi ko to tatanggapin. Kasi too much of a risk. Pag inisip ko yung 2022, biglang mababago yung buong galaw ko. Yung programa namin, mako-compromise talaga. Hindi lang yung sa anti-drugs, pero lalo na sa ginagawa namin sa opisina.
For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
A day after Vice President Robredo accepted the offer as co-chairperson of an anti-drugs body, several officials have commended her decision and even offered to help her. Former PNP chief and now Senator Ping Lacson will sit down with Robredo to discuss the drug campaign. Lacson and Robredo are already fixing their schedule for the meeting. Lacson says he is grateful and humbled by the Vice President's gesture. This, the senator notes, shows Robredo's sincerity and seriousness in tackling her new task. The palace says President Duterte is pleased with Robredo accepting his offer. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo says now that Robredo is at the helm of the drug war, the president expects her to see the realities on the ground, that the government is really against extrajudicial killing. The deaths, Panelo notes, only occur due to the violent reactions on the part of agents of the illegal drug trade against the strict enforcement of the law. Interior Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya, meanwhile, downplayed criticisms that Robredo's appointment was a setup to make her fail. Malaya says if the Vice President fails as the drug czar, it will also be the failure of the Duterte administration.
It is not designed to fail kasi unang-una, she will get all the information she will need. If the Vice President fails, the entire campaign fails.
The Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines is backing Robredo's decision. The CBCP says the Vice President's purpose is clear: to save human lives and to make government accountable for its actions. Caloocan Archbishop Pablo David says he admires Robredo's bold decision. David assures Robredo that the Church is a partner of the government in every sincere effort to solve the drug problem. But human lives and human rights must be respected in addressing it at its roots.